Is Meghan Markle a narcissist? That's the question we're deep diving into today. Royal insiders are spilling the tea, and it's scalding hot. The couple that say, "I don't want fame, but oh wait, is that a camera?" The couple affectionately known as Harry and Megs, or as we like to call them around here, the Whinger and the Ginger, are the talk of the town, and what's being said will shock you. From fairy tale romance to royal controversy, Miss Markle is nuttier than a chocolate bar. In this video, we're tackling the question on everyone's lips. Is Meghan Markle simply misunderstood, or is she actually a narcissist? We're talking psychology, body language, and shocking behind-the-scenes revelations that'll make your jaw drop. So before we get into it, like, share, and subscribe for all the juicy goss that Gossip Gob serves up on the regular. All right, let's jump to it. Meghan Markle's story, from Hollywood to Buckingham Palace, has captivated the world's attention, curiosity, and cynicism. Imagine stepping into one of the oldest institutions as an actress and an American with a unique background and a whole lot of skeletons in the closet. You've got to have brass balls, that's for sure. From day one, Meghan faced a barrage of criticism. The tabloids weren't shy about pointing out her past. They painted her as a demanding diva who didn't fit the royal mold. Honestly, though, can you imagine the pressure? The traditions, the protocols, and not to mention the most perfect sister-in-law known to man. And the headlines didn't stop there. The labels came hard and fast, labeling Meghan as arrogant, self-centered, opportunistic, just to name a few. It would be tough when every move you make is under a microscope, but you have to admit, the claims were crazy. Claims like, "I didn't even know who Prince Harry was." Girl, bye. But what do you think? Was she actually cold and calculating, pre-planned, and knowing exactly what she was doing? Or was she simply just trying to find her place in a world steeped in rigid tradition? The media has yet to be kind to Meghan Markle, but she sure does seem to keep giving them material. She seems caught in a storm of negativity, especially in the UK, where only a tiny fraction of folks seem to have a favorable view of her. Meanwhile, Prince William and Kate are soaring high in public admiration. They've got the golden touch. And it's not just at home. Internationally, Meghan's seen as a bit of a lightning rod. She sparked debates about race, privilege, and what it means to be part of the royal family. I mean, the Oprah interview didn't exactly help family relations. The portrayal of Meghan Markle's life, especially her complaints about her lavish mansion, can be quite jarring. Imagine living in a place with 9 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms. Seriously, who needs that many bathrooms? It's the kind of luxury that makes you pause and realize that unimaginable wealth is just another day in the life of the rich and famous. But yet, Miss Markle was somehow still able to find fault. Meghan's narrative of being trolled and bullied and the poor me act didn't go down well with us peasants, while our Miss Meghan was crying poor me from said mansion. Princess in the Pea much? I guess being draped in high fashion doesn't quite resonate with everyone. The idea that Markle is groaning and wailing to an interviewer, suggesting they transcribe her guttural sounds, feels like a scene from a melodramatic movie. It's hard to empathize when she seems to be directing her own pity party, and let me tell you, that movie is straight to DVD. Then, there's the part where she compares her royal marriage to the jubilation of Nelson Mandela's release from prison. Wait, what? Girlfriend, get out of here. Saying it's a stretch doesn't even begin to cover the delusion. It's a statement that leaves many scratching their heads. Moving into a palace and marrying a prince isn't quite the same as sacrificing everything and fighting decades of apartheid. But those pesky little details don't matter to our Meghan. And then there's the bombshell about the N-word. Meghan claims some unnamed individuals used this slur about her children. It's a serious accusation, no doubt, but the way it's dropped into the conversation, almost casually, has some people questioning its veracity. You know, if this is true, we want to be in the "We Ride at Dawn" club backing Meghan all the way, but it's the way she drops these bombshells. You can't help but feel skeptical and almost wary of a manipulation play in the making. Here's the thing. Narcissists often have a knack for making everything about them, turning even the most privileged circumstances into tales of victimhood. They crave attention and sympathy, usually exaggerating or fabricating situations. It's a learned behavior and a habit for narcissists that dies hard, if ever. And Meghan Markle's has been imposed with allegations, ranging from causing rifts within the royal family, I mean at this point that's obvious, to being a demanding employer. Again, there's a very unusually high staff turnover rate. All these have dominated headlines. You can see why the headline suggestion that Meghan may have narcissistic personality disorder didn't take too long to surface. However, it's crucial to note that these claims primarily stem from tabloid speculation and opinion pieces rather than formal allegations from credible sources. The portrayal of Meghan as narcissistic often appears in sensationalized media coverage rather than through official diagnoses or statements from mental health professionals. And let's be honest, we all know the media can manipulate a situation, person, or event to give off whatever appearance they want. So yes, it is true that various media outlets have made these claims, but so have some individuals, including some members of the British royal family and commentators like Lady Colin Campbell. Lady Campbell, in particular, has been vocal in her opinions about Meghan's personality, describing it as twisted and narcissistic in interviews. Then there's the whole perfume thing. Meghan allegedly wore Princess Diana's favorite scent when she first met Harry. This is typical NPD behavior. Research and know everything about your prey, then act innocent and watch them take the bait. But is she really that calculated? Then there's Sally Bedell-Smith, a biographer in the royal circle, who has also stirred things up with her latest take on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. According to her, Meghan's got a bit of that narcissistic and controlling vibe, like Wallace Simpson, while Harry's seen as a bit vulnerable, much like King Edward VIII. She suggests Meghan's presence has shifted the relationship dynamics between William and Harry, drawing parallels to the historical fallout from Edward VIII's stepping down from the throne. She suggests William might feel a similar sense of being let down, just like King George VI did with his brother back in the day. In Meghan's documentary with Harry, Meghan even mentions how Suits got renewed right before they met, and she was all about traveling and living it up. She wanted to show Harry that she was someone before him, someone successful who didn't need him to boost her career or life. It's like she was saying, "Look at me, I've got my own thing going on." But Meghan might have exaggerated to make herself look more independent and accomplished. I mean, Suits, great show, but Hollywood A-lister, not exactly. I guess it's all about that Hollywood magic, right? And then there's the story about how Meghan allegedly had never even heard of Queen Elizabeth before meeting Harry. Lady, get the hell out of here. It didn't take long for pictures to surface of a young Meghan visiting Buckingham Palace. I mean, really, if you're going to commit to a lie of that magnitude, at least cover your tracks. I mean, let's break it down for a second, just so you're really getting how nuts this is. Miss Liar Liar Pants on Fire spins a big lie about not knowing much about the royal family. Little Miss Innocent, swept up in love, diving into a world she knew nothing about. But come on, love. People aren't that gullible. We now know, in fact, Markle was pretty clued in. Long before the royal heartthrob entered her life, Markle wrote about Princess Diana on her blog, followed Prince William and Kate's wedding, and had a thing for Princess Diana, and don't forget about actually visiting the freaking royal palace. It's a bit wild to tell such a whopper, and then to go on and have Harry feel guilty, as if it's his fault she didn't know what she was getting herself into. Girlfriend, please. Harry has this thing where he links Meghan's challenges to what his mom faced, amplifying his sense of responsibility for her happiness. Meghan plays into this, making it seem like she needs him for emotional support. Harry's even said he regrets bringing her into a world that made her feel so low, which sounds like a classic narcissistic guilt trip. Then there's the bombshell where Meghan supposedly told Harry she was thinking about harming herself while pregnant. That's heavy stuff, and no matter who you are, mental health is no joke. But the way Meghan used this to show Harry how little the royals cared about them, allegedly saying they told her not to get help because it had looked bad, is pretty intense. Real issue or orchestrated drama? Let us know in the comments. And remember that whole African dream? Meghan painted this picture of wanting a simpler life there, away from the glitz and glamour. It turns out it was just a ploy to connect with Harry's passion for Africa, following in his mom's footsteps. I mean, at any time you can relocate your life, lady. Nobody is stopping you. According to reports, Meghan Markle's clash with the Queen over vegan food at her wedding caused quite a scene. During a tasting session at the castle, Meghan tasted egg in a dish that was supposed to be vegan and macrobiotic. She wasn't pleased and told the caterer about it, getting visibly upset over the mistake. But then, out of the blue, Queen Elizabeth herself walked in. Can you imagine? The Queen stepped in and told Meghan, "In this family, we don't speak to people like that." It was a clear reminder of the royal protocol and how things are done in their world, and by the sounds of it, a lesson in kindness and class was needed and thankfully given. Later on, after Meghan and Harry decided to step back from their royal duties, the Queen reportedly shared her thoughts with a close friend. She supposedly said, "I don't know, I don't care, and I don't want to think about it anymore." She seemed done with all the drama and ready to move on. Now the question is, do you think Meghan Markle is a narcissist or a misunderstood targeted individual who deserves some privacy? We're certainly not qualified to be handing out diagnoses around here, but honestly, the more you read, the more the title seems fitting. So let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Much love from the team at Gossip Gob. See you in the next video.